Hello, Brenton with All Octane here, and in this video, I'm going to be opening up some 2024 Hot Wheels mainline cars I was able to find on the pegs. Yes, I found all of these cars on the pegs. We're going to go ahead and get opening them. We've got Tread Shredder. These are all sorts of cases. You can see on the back which ones are part of what case. So on the back, you can see this last letter here. So this was a P case. I do think a lot of these are P case cars. We got Tread Shredder. Pretty cool little motorcycle. We've got the next motorcycle, which is the HW450F. I'm pretty sure this was, yeah, an M case. So I took a long time to find a lot of these cars. It was a long process to find them, and thus is why you are now seeing this video here in 2025. But most of them are, I think, older cars or newer to the old. So like a Q case, P case, stuff that would have come out more like in September or October. We have, what is it, Proper Chopper? Yeah, Proper Chopper. 1968 for when Hot Wheels started. We've got the Studebaker Champ in white. Pretty cool truck. Glad to add this one to the collection. Next up, we have something that looks very similar, but it is not, the Custom 72 Chevy Love. We've seen this casting, I think, going back until 2015, 16. I really like this blue fade. That's a really cool paint job. We've got a Dodge van, the Dodge van, and we've got a go-kart in there, which is really pretty cool. You can see the go-kart. It's on some rims, Hot Wheels Racing. Nice Tampa work. It'd be cool to see this in red, like Dodge red. All right, next up, we've got the 64 Chevelle SS in yellow. It's coming up a little bit brighter on camera than it is in person. It's a little more pale in person. Big fan of muscle cars, big back tires. I'm a big fan of that. It's got a blower coming out. It's probably, I would hope this is like a 10-second car. Maybe a little faster. Let me know what you think it would run. Next up, we've got the 67 Chevy C10. This was part of the art cars. Not really sure what it said for the year. I have to probably go back and look at it. Next up, we've got the Typhoon. Nope, Syclone. We got the Syclone, 91 Chevy GMC Syclone. The Typhoon was the RLC. I like these 90s graphics though. Big fan of that. I kind of made my model truck. My dad and I have a model truck competition each year, or model competition each year. We made trucks this year. It was a Chevy 3500, and I like that look. I tried that look, but it didn't work. Anyway, small block. This is cool. It's new for 20, or is it new? It doesn't say that it is, but it's a cool casting nonetheless. Kind of look like a Pinewood Derby car, if you've ever done that. I like the big back tires, the wood motif. We've got High Roller 2. High Roller, I believe 1 was kind of, I think, more open-wheeled. Still mimicked a Rolls Royce, but didn't have the fenders. I think it was a little more open-wheeled, and I do like the gold on that one. That one's kind of cool. We've got the Alfa Romeo GTV 3.0. I've seen this a number of times. Kind of a peg warmer. This one's in blue. We've seen it in red and gray. We've got the Dodge Viper SRT10 ACR. Kind of important because the non-ACR version I don't think has the wing. Pretty cool vehicle nonetheless. We've got a Mazda RX7, 95 Mazda RX7. My parents recently saw one of these custom on the road, and my dad believes it was an RX7 because of that triple tail light. But I think it was wrapped and it was custom. It had the flying Mazda logo on it. Like it's a Mazda with wings. If you'll Google that, I don't know. It took a while for us to figure out what they saw because they didn't know what they saw. Porsche 904 Carrera GTS. Whoa, almost lost it. Nice car. I think we've seen this in silver. Now we've got it in red. And we can continue with the Porsches. We've got the Porsche Magnus Walker 96 Porsche Carrera. Pretty cool car. Check that out. That's some good stuff. We've got the Coupe Clip, so to speak, but it's the Porsche 911 Carrera. New for 2024. I can't remember if we've seen it in different colors, but this one's actually a Porsche. So Coupe Clip is a little different, but you can use this as a key ring or a keychain. Really cool that Hot Wheels does that. I've got a number of them now. I'm pretty sure I've got all of them that they've come out with. We've got the Porsche 911 Rally. This one's new for 2024 as well. Glad to add this one to the collection. I know this was kind of a big deal in 2024, but we are on to 2025. You guys are watching this in 2025. I'm actually filming it in 2025. Next up, we have the Subaru. We got the Subaru Impreza 22B STI version. Good stuff. Part of that kind of decade series, the 90s. Check that out. Gravel Crew. Yep, that's a cool car. We've got the Ford GT. Ford GT Race in green, then and now. I'm trying to remember the then. It's a pretty cool car nonetheless. We've got the Acura NSX from 1990 in white. It's a pretty cool car. This one, Tampo's in the rear. Pretty clean nonetheless. It's awesome. We've got a 69 Mercury Cougar Eliminator. I'm a big fan of muscle cars. I like the Cougar, especially the Eliminator. It's got an aggressive stance. They tampo it really well. Yeah, cool cars. Doesn't have big back tires, but I'll take it. We got King Kuda, literally with the King of Hearts. Pretty clever. Big back tires on this one? No. I thought King Kuda did, but it's cool. There's another Barracuda. We've got the Bugatti Bolide in red. I believe we've seen it in yellow and blue. I know we've seen it in blue. I'm trying to think if we've seen it in yellow. I like the wheels on this one, though. Have they always had that wheel? It'd be cool if they had the Bugatti logo tampoed. That would be kind of nice. Next up, we've got the Shelby Daytona Coupe. There it is. I think we've seen this a number of times as well. But it's got Golf livery. Can't go wrong with Golf livery. So if you're a fan of the Golf liveries, you will want to pick that one up. They got the Lamborghini Huracan LP620-2 Super Trofeo. Golly day, that is a mouthful. I've seen this casting a number of times. I like it. Nice and simple. Good Tampa work. We got the McLaren F1. Not as cool in the main line as I'd hoped, but it's still cool nonetheless. Really cool Tampa work. We got the McLaren P1. So we had the F1, now we got the P1. I always thought this was a Target Red Edition, but it is not. Kind of looks like it should be. And I know these are kind of popping up in automotive car culture lately. We've got the Honda S800 Racing. I know this has been part of a different series. It's a really cool car though. Nice yellow. Got a little number on it. Fun stuff. We got a Mazda Miata. 91 Mazda MX-5 Miata. Wait, yeah. Did they actually call it the MX-5 back in 91? I'm drawing a blank. I feel like the MX-5 is kind of a newer thing, but I could be wrong. Cool car. Love the Tampa work. We've got the 180, nope. Yeah, 180 SX. If you found this one with real riders and Spectra Flame paint, you would have found a super treasure hunt. I never did find this one. I only found the Silverado. I thankfully ended 2024 off with finding the Q Case Silverado, which was awesome. We've got the Toyota Supra in green. Man, that's a really good looking car. Yep, very big fan of this car. I like that. All right, we've got the new for 2024 Track Wagon. Interesting. Kind of like Time a Taxi. Pretty cool. That works. We've got the then and now Liberty Walk Silhouette Nissan GT-R 35, but that is so much of a mouthful. Yeah, and we had the then version, I think was obviously the older. I like the red though, that's cool. Great to add that. Next up, we've got Godzilla, the R32, or sorry, 33, in silver. This is pretty cool. Quad taillights, gotta have the quad taillights. It's like iconic GTR right there. Next up, we got the Silverado EV. And this one's new for 2024. So both Hot Wheels and Matchbox have a Silverado EV. I think I'm going to lean the Hot Wheels version. They got the surfboards in it too. That's okay. That's pretty cool. They got the bed opened up. Yeah, I'm going to lean Hot Wheels. Matchbox has been knocking it out of the park with some castings, but not that EV. Nope. The Tesla Model S Plaid. And see, now this is new for 2024. I don't know. I might still go Matchbox on Tesla, although this one's well done. This is, I think, probably the first one where I might actually pick the Hot Wheel over the Matchbox. Next up, we got the 87 Audi Quattro. And if you're looking for 2025 A cases, I believe it comes in teal, and I believe you might have, if you find it with Real Riders and Spectra Flame paint, you would have found a super treasure hunt. Next up, we've got the VW T3 Custom, new for 2024. This is a cool car. Check that out. Man, there's not a lot to it. Golly day. A lot of plastic and not a lot to it. Next up, we've got the tuned cars. We got the 70 Dodge Charger from Fast and Furious. In fact, I think we have 2 Fast and Furious cars in this bunch. There's the tuned Charger. Love the big back wheels. Yeah, that's fun to add to the collection. We've got the Mazda RX3 tuned. I think this is Mad Mike. That's pretty cool. They do well with the tuned cars. I'm not a big fan of tuned all the time. We got the Fast and Furious 94 Toyota Supra, but they do the proportions quite well. And so I pick them up because they are pretty adorable, and it's a tuned that I can accept. Next up, we've got the BMW M3 Wagon, new for 2024. I think we've seen it in blue. Now we've got it in red. And when I say I accept like I can like I tolerate it, or I find it appealing. Next up, we've got the 2020 Koenigsegg Jesko in orange. I think we've seen this a couple of times as well. Good stuff. Got a 4GT, which we've seen the race version. I'm going to put it down probably right beside it. This always has big back tires, which is kind of fun. Next up, we have the Gordon Murray T50 S. That one's new for 2024. Glad to see this one to the collection because, I don't know, I just find this car really cool. I really do, and I like the color of it. I'd really like to see this as a premium, so hopefully they will do that. Next up, we have the Cybertruck. Yes, I'm going to open it. This was hard to find, and I know that this was going, I think, for like $25 a pop around Christmas time. Everybody wanted it. I was thankful to find one on the pegs. So there it is. This is actually better, I think, than their first version. Next up, we've got the Lamborghini Strato. Stratman's got his. I haven't seen that one in a while, but I know he's got it. Pretty cool car, lifted Lamborghini. Can't go wrong with that. And then lastly is the 2024, well, I guess it's, no, it doesn't say that. It's new for 2024. The Ford Mustang Dark Horse. Man, glad to add this to the collection. This thing is super cool looking. Look at that blue paint job. Kind of like a Ford blue. I know it's not, but they chose well with that color. But there you have it. There are some 2024 Hot Wheels mainlines I was able to find on the pegs. Let me know if you've been able to find them. Feel free to give my channel a subscribe. Like the video if you like the video. And let me know in the comments below what you think of all these cars. And until the next one, have a good one.